on guys, this is Lee Primo of Eat.Health Lee, and this is week 20 synopsis for the 1-year meal replacement experiment. As always, I had a great week. I like to start this video off by mentioning that I did order some new equipment, and the equipment I'm using now is quite outdated, so the video quality is not as good as it could be. I did order a 1080p camera, so that's on the way, and a good microphone for some good audio. At the moment right now I'm using my telephone camera and the recorder on another camera, and I'm combining it over in Premiere. Someone in my last video mentioned that the other audio I was using had a bit of noise to it, so I'm trying this setup until my new setup comes in. Well, let's get to it. For this week I want to talk about 3 different things: intermittent fasting, sugars, and how I feel about the meal replacements in general. So the first topic is the fasting. As I mentioned, I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting. I have seen a bunch of studies on it, a bunch of research under examine.com. There's a bunch of articles about it, and I think this is prevalent because nowadays we have a lot of people who are very overweight, and we have a lot of good information out there, but I think if people would change their eating pattern, this could benefit them greatly. So to get into intermittent fasting, there's really 3 different main ways you could practice it. What I've been doing for the past 2 months of intermittent fasting, I've been eating within a certain window. So I wake up and I eat the Joylent at about 8:30, and I stop eating my Joylent by 5 p.m. And the idea for this is to get at least a 16-hour window before you eat your next meal. And this is the most common type of intermittent fasting that people follow because it's very easy, it's not restricting. You still get your same amount of calories, but just within a certain aspect and window. So it's very fluid and flexible. The second one is called daily intermittent fasting. And how that works out is one day you have a normal amount of calories, many calories you want. The next day you restrict your calories down to 500 calories, and you include bouillon, which is salt, to make sure that you don't run into any issues with that. The next day you go back to normal meal, next day 500. This is also falls into the same of intermittent fasting and has the same benefits. The third one is more along the lines of called a 5-2 diet. And if you go Google 5-2, a bunch of stuff will come up talking about it. And the 5-2 diet works is you eat normal for 5 days, and then 2 days you eat 500 calories out of the week. And you want to not make those consecutive days. So Monday, Saturday, Tuesday, Sunday, but not 2 days in a row. Now all 3 of these fall under intermittent fasting. And health benefits from intermittent fasting are reduced heart rate, reduced blood pressure, a good swing of your blood sugar levels, normalizing of your blood sugar levels, not so much swings. There's also good metabolic benefits to intermittent fasting. Your metabolism gets into a better swing, and this has to do with the hunger hormones. So the hunger hormones are affected in a positive way, so you don't have too much issues with swings of hunger. I recommend Googling intermittent fasting. As always, I include as much relevant information I can find in the comment section below related to it. Go ahead and check that out. If you haven't tried it, give it a try, and if it works out for you, please let me know because I'm really interested. The second topic I'd like to talk about is sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Being on 100% Joylent for the past at least 4 months, I've noticed that I get much less sugar than when I was eating before. And I noticed when I went during the blood work, when it came back, I saw that my ALAT levels, which is a type of markings that health professionals look at to gauge liver health, has gone down drastically. And I believe this is due to the reduction of sugar and high fructose corn syrup from eating 100% Joylent than when I was eating before. And Dr. Lustig has backed this up. Dr. Yukin also in the 70s made this, tried to make this very apparent. But I believe that sugar is something that you should reduce, if not avoid. It has no nutritional value to you. I haven't seen any articles where you could say that sugar does justify nutritionally. You can get your glucose from other sources besides sugar. So it has no good nutritional value, and it can have negative effects on your body. So why should you eat it? The hard part is, sugar is in everything. As Dr. Lustig also said, there are about 20 to 30 different names for sugar. So sucrose is what I'm referring to, table sugar. There's also different names for it. So it's in all products. It's hard to avoid. Unless you make your own products. This is where the meal replacements do come into a good light, is they can choose to leave out sugars when they make their meals. The third topic I'd like to talk about is why I like these meal replacement shakes. The meal replacement shakes are very easy and quick to make. You can make them all within about 30 minutes. You can have them set them in your fridge. You can make, as I shown in previous videos, muffins about them. And that gives you kind of a normal sense of chewing. That's also great. They're quick, they're healthy for you. They haven't quite been accepted socially yet because they are new, but this is quite normal. When it came out with, example, lobsters. Lobsters were viewed as kind of trash food when they first came out, and they used to feed them to prisoners. And now people see lobster as a delicacy. So if you're on the edge and you're on the border, I suggest you give these meals a chance. They make eating easier if you're looking to eat an X amount of calories a day. This is the way to go. Last thing I would like to mention, that's about it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The one thing I do want to remind you is I'm still waiting on the blood sugar testing strips. I still haven't got them in yet. I wrote to the manufacturer, but they said they sent them out, and it seems like for some reason they're stopping customs. That's what I'm thinking, because that's usually what happens when you don't hear anything back from the manufacturer, and then it's just a delay. So I hope to get them in soon. That way I include them in the blog space. But for now, I'm just going to do the heart rate and the blood pressure and the weight, because that's the only what I got at the equipment I can do with the equipment at the time. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.